Hello and welcome to Series About Rugby League. I'm Joe Needley, and after 5 months we are finally back with another edition of Team of the Week. Now the Super League for the first time, well, in the 5 months, had 5 games over the weekend. Would have been 6, but we won't go into Toronto's situation for now. I mean, that's been resolved off the field, hopefully. Straight onto the team though. Now, first of all, we'll start with the coach. There were a couple of contenders for this one. Steve Price for Warrington. His side had a good result over Hull Kingston Rovers, as is Steve McNamara for Catalan against Castleford. And then, of course, Christian Wolf, St Helens looking ever so invincible against the Leeds Rhinos. But they have all been edged out by Salford's Ian Watson. Now, once upon a time, Ian Watson managed to scrape safety with the Salford Red Devils. Who could forget the £1 million game in 2016? But no, that is well and truly behind them. And on Sunday, they managed to inflict a 54-18 result over the highly fancied Hull FC. Now, the Black and Whites were favoured alike by critics, but Salford certainly had other ideas. And Ian Watson, well, he'll be ever so pleased that he upset the apple cart, didn't he? 10 tries, Salford, they look ruthless all around, and Watson's to thank for that. He's obviously a proven coach, and that's why he's been chosen. So, on to the fullbacks. Now, at fullback, a few contenders here. Stefan Ratchford had a good game with a try and 145 metres made. Niall Evold, who was one of Salford's top performers too, beg pardon. And as was Tony Gigo at Wakefield. I mean, Wakefield, they pushed Wigan ever so close, and Gigo hopping around between clubs ever since Catalan. But the one I've gone for has to be Scottish international Lachlan Coote. Now, Coote was not only a try scorer for St Helens, but he also provided 2 assists, as well as 2 tackle busts and 4 attacking kicks. The man was outstanding. Not only his goal kicking as well, but Coote is a fantastic attacker, and generally, I mean, he's just everywhere, even in defence as well. That is sort of the reason why St Helens nilled the Leeds Rhinos as well, organising the team in defence as well as attack there. He led by example, especially in attack too, so I've gone for Lachlan Coote in that area. Now the wingers, several contenders here. Well, first of all, I'll start with one of the choices there. An obvious one was Regan Grace, his hat-trick, 2 of which were just fantastic. I mean, full-length efforts. But even his other one, he's diving at the corner. I mean, the Welsh international, the flyer. I mean, he's becoming a rather unique player in Super League, let's face it. But also joining him, instead of Liam Kay or Liam Marshall, who had good games in the Wakefield-Wigan game, as did Tom Lynham and Tom Davis too. But the one I've gone for is Ken Seo of Salford. Now, Seo, 2 tries and an assist, as well as 6 tackle busts. Not to mention his staggering 168 metres from 22 carries. Seo was another top performer for Salford. I mean, he has really put his rather dogged spell with Hull KR to bed. I mean, several years ago he was relegated with them. That is well and truly in the past now. And Seo can look forward to exciting things as Salford look like they've really turned their season. The centres. Now, 2 rather popular players, you could say. Maybe I should have said that with air quotes. You should know that I mean it as such. The centres, I've gone for Israel Folau and Zac Ardega. Now, we'll put whatever they've done off the field aside here. It's what they've done on the field is rather included. Folau, a try and 3 assists. He was outstanding in Catalan's comeback win over Castleford. Not to mention 16 tackles and 6 tackle busts, plus over 150 metres made as well. Folau, he's still outstanding. He's still got plenty to offer, and one of the best players in Super League, you could say, at this very moment in time. But Zac Ardega, who once upon a time was voted Super League's best player, he scored a try, provided 2 assists for Wigan in their edgy win over Wakefield, but over 120 metres too. It all earned Ardega the man of the match with the Wigan fans at the very least on their Twitter page. And it's why they've both been chosen. I mean, I promise no publicity stunt, those 2 are at the centres. It was their quality, and that's alone why they've been selected. Now, the halfbacks. Funny one here. I don't normally go for 2 players from the same club, but on this occasion I have done. I've gone with the Salford halfback combination, Tui Lolohea and Chris Atkin. Now, Lolohea, first of all, 2 tries, 3 assists, 22 points. I mean, that on top of his 18 tackles, 6 tackle busts, as many attacking kicks. Lola here was just outstanding. I mean, he was everywhere for Salford. It was not too long ago that he had his dismal spell with the Leeds Rhinos, but he returned to Emerald Headingley and produced his greatest ever performance there against an unfortunate and wayward Hull FC side. And joining him was Chris Atkin, who once upon a time played for Hull FC's nearest and dearest Hull KR. He may not have been in favour there, but at Salford, scored a try on Sunday, a full-length effort, outgunning 4 Hull FC defenders. 2 try assists as well for Atkin. I mean, his combination with Lola here was second to none. And also, as well as that, 6 attacking kicks as well. So it was heavily in the action and fantastic all round. So that's why I've gone with Lola here and Atkin. They're capable of top-notch stuff, and they certainly proved that on Sunday. And at prop forwards now, and I've done the same thing. 2 players from the same club, but with good reason. Yes, that's right, I've gone for a St Helens combination. I mean, Alex Walmsley, let's face it, 205 metres from 20 carries, 6 tackle busts, 19 tackles, a try and an assist. Alex Walmsley, he's had his injury problems in recent seasons, but on Sunday he was just outstanding. There's no question about it. And as was James or Jammer Graham. Now, the Great Britain/England international, a try scorer himself early on, similar to Walmsley, 17 tackles and 107 metres. And not to mention, he was heavily praised by head coach Christian Wolff after the game for his attitude and his ability to uplift the team, uplifting the spirits if they were ever feeling down. They really do provide St Helens with the go forward as well as the spirit, and that is why they looked unstoppable on Sunday. So those 2, Alex Walmsley and James Graham, selected as a result. Now at hooker, this may come as a surprise to some people. I mean, we had the likes of Darryl Clark. He was arguably Warrington's top player on Saturday against Hull KR. Joey Luzick, another top Salford performer, 40 tackles for them against Hull FC. Kyle Wood as well. I mean, he was getting everywhere for Wakefield. He came off the bench, rotating between halfback and hooker, you could say, scoring a try. It was ever so close to salvaging something for Wakefield, just not quite on this occasion. The one I've gone for, though, is Catalan Dragons, is Benjamin Garcia. Now, Garcia scored a try and managed 46 tackles in the game against Castleford Tigers, as well as 123 metres made from just 16 carries. It was enough to completely stun Darryl Powell's side, who led 14-0 in the early stages, but before Catalan answered with 40 unanswered points. And it's why the Dragons were successful on this occasion. They have Garcia to thank for that, as well as Farrell, amongst other players. Second rowers, a bit old school here. I've gone for Liam Farrell. He's one of the choices. Farrell has arguably been a prolific player in the Team of the Week throughout last year as well as this year. And with good reason. I mean, he's an England international too. 196 metres from 20 carries, 39 tackles he did on Sunday against Wakefield. It was enough to get Wigan the win and to put them top of the table once more. But as well as him, I have gone for St Helens is James Bentley. Now, Bentley, he came on and really did make a name for himself. A try assist, 53 tackles. I mean, enough to restrict Leeds to obviously 0 points for the first ever time at Headingley Stadium. And as well as that, 4 tackle busts and 90 metres with ball in hand. He was one heavily involved throughout the night for St Helens and deserving of a place in the team. Now, loose forwards might come as a surprise to many. I mean, we've got Jason Battieri of Catalan, who had a top game for them. Luke Yates as well for Salford. I mean, both them scored a try for their clubs as well as over 100 metres. And Tini Ararona, I mean, he's in the club as well of over 100 metres as well as 32 tackles. But the man I've gone for is Wigan youngster Ethan Havard. Now, Havard, he made 48 tackles for Wigan in the match as well as 127 metres. Now, Wigan were a bit short on troops. However, Havard is just one of the latest examples of why Wigan's academy setup is arguably the best in Super League at the moment. Now, some may argue there, but at 19 years old, Havard is coming to the Wigan side and has performed top rugby. He did on Sunday. He's had several impressive appearances since, as have other Wigan youngsters. And it was enough to get Wigan the win this on Sunday, rewarding Adrian Lamb's faith in him. So well done to him. And well done to the rest of them as well. I mean, well done to everyone, all the nominees involved as well. I mean, they all had fantastic games, but it does take something special to get chosen on Team of the Week, whether it be ours here at Serious About Rugby League or anyone else's. I'm hopeful that coaches, players and supporters out there agree with my options for Team of the Week here. Let us know what you think in the comment section on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, as well as on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. We're on all of those social media channels. Serious About Rugby League. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Joe Needley, and once again, thank you for Team of the Week. Have a safe week as well at work and wherever you may be, and here's hopeful for a good weekend next week.